friends, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. And today we are headed down to do our daily weedy whacking and clearing. We have lots of places that on this farm that are, we're kind of working around the edges now, but you know, we're just bit by bit every day trying to clear a little bit more. And right now I'm still working on the roadside on the back side of the property and trying to get it cleared of all the vines. And it's like this, I mean, there's obviously there's poison oak, poison ivy, there's also a very thorny, viney thing. I don't know what it is. I don't care what it is, it's coming out. And so we're doing that, and also weedy whacking, tidying things up. Just try to do that every day, and then we'll see what else we get into. Probably my next thing is just garden. I've got seeds to start. I will actually, we'll head back up here to the porch, and I've got seeds on the porch hardening off, seedlings, and so we've got garden spaces to create, garden spaces to clean up, and just lots to do. So come along with me, and I hope that you enjoy. So here are our seedlings that are out. They are out for 8 hours today in the shade. They're in the gondola, and you wouldn't believe that the oak trees are dropping their casks, their seeds, and so you wouldn't believe that I blew this off like day before yesterday. But anyway, here's the kids that are out right now. Didn't have great germination on my bee balm, but my eggplants are looking good. My tomatoes are a little puny, but some of them are strong, and my tomatillos are looking really good. The gumfrina also, terrible germination on my gumfrina. So I'll have to do some research on that this winter and see what I did wrong. But the nasturtiums did good, stalks all did good, dahlias all did good. And this is the cactus, what is it called? The cactus flower mix for dahlias, and so I'm really excited about all of those. And then my straw flowers are doing okay, and scabiosa is doing okay, and my stevia, slow but doing good, so happy about that. Everybody got fed, all the seedlings and potted plants got fed yesterday. And oh, the other thing I wanted to show you, ouch, is we were so worried about the sweet potatoes. They died back. Look, new growth, they're coming back. So that's really, really good news. And I've almost got this entire raised bed garden planted. There's just a little square right over there that I haven't done, but everything else is planted. Our rattlesnake beans are coming up. Thank you to a dear friend that sent those to us. Onions obviously are looking fabulous, and the cauliflower is doing okay. I'm still afraid it's going to get too hot, but they are looking good and no pest pressure, so that is great news. And the cabbages, of course, this is what happens. I get in the garden and start showing you all the things, and then it's not special on the garden tours. But radishes, we've got some lettuce coming up here. These are not lettuce, I've now decided. And we have quite a few cabbages popping up. More radish, rat's tail radish there. And more cabbage. I just sowed some of this stuff like 3 days ago, so we had a nice rain this morning, and then we're supposed to get a ton of rain coming up tomorrow and the next day. So, all right, I'm gonna get the trailer hooked up and get everything I need, and we'll head out to start bushwhacking. Okay, here's the area that we're working on. It's just this last little bit here that we've got to get cleared up. And of course there's some of that old plastic barrier fence that's there. And then this is all that we've cleared. So we just have just a little bit to go here, and we will be done with this fence line, and that will make it much easier in the future to keep up and clean it up. But it's, you know, as you can see, these trees are super limby, and like that one, I've limbed that one up a bunch. But just trying to get it back to where it looks like somebody loves it. And I mean, you can't beat the view. Okay, here it is now after today's work. It doesn't take me very long to fill up the wagon, and of course I don't know how I'm gonna see because I got that plastic fence stuff up front of the four-wheeler, but it is almost there. And as you can see, I'm saving, you know, certain trees, but it's almost there. And every day I just try to do a little bit. And that's how I do this stuff that I just really don't like doing. If I just work at it a little bit every day, then it doesn't seem quite so daunting. When I first walked down here, just, you know, this area, it was just like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know where to start, you know. So I just start taking out a load a day. And you know, I've got to the point now to where on my four-wheeler I've got my loppers, I've got my pruners, my weedy whacker goes with me, of course, my gloves, because of those pointy, viney, crappy things. And so I just do a little bit every day, and here I am tomorrow, I'll be done. So it'll all be cleared out, and then, you know, there's good shade trees here, and I've left a few oaks along the way, and to grow up, and, you know, cleared around them so that they can grow up. And so that's that. I'm going to take this load to the trash and to the fire pit, and I'll be right back. Well, we have our first snake encounter, and the Bossa alarmed. Good girl. Stay. She barked. And it looks like we have I want to say a rat snake that has had a meal underneath my porch. So I believe I'm just waiting to see its tail. But it's had a meal very recently. And I believe it's a rat snake. Chihuahua's very interested in what it is, but her barking is good. She alarmed to it and backed away. Go on, Hazy, go on. Thank you. Yeah, I see you shaking your tail at me. I'm not going to hurt you, buddy. Yeah. Alright, well, you can be on your way. Thank you for eating the mouse. Okay, I was correct. It was a western rat snake, and anywho, we're moving on to seed starting, and so I went ahead and I've done this tray, but I do want to show you guys what I put in it. So there is Coreopsis Incredible Swirl. Explosion of bold little blooms with maroon petals dipped in lemon cream. Half hardy annual that self-sows. Plants are 3.5 feet tall. They hum constantly with beneficial insects from small native bees to bumbles and butterflies. Blooms from late spring to fall. Planting instructions: surface sow directly in spring and cover lightly. Grows to 2 feet in rich, moist, well-drained soil. Self-sows readily. So surface sow, and I have surface sown these in the seed starting tray, and then I topped them with perlite just to help with moisture control and no moving around of the soil. So there's one, and then we also did Phlox Sugar Stars, which is a beautiful purple phlox. Annual, very fragrant, blooms pale lavender to deep violet, white star-like centers, and intricate contrasting striping. Makes great borders, blooms over a long season. Direct sow in place as soon as soil can be worked. Plants require full sun, rather rich humusy soil, and moderate moisture. Seed depth to plant was 1/8 of an inch, and so they are in there. And also Aster Pastel Mix. A stunning fireworks display of pretty pinks, purples, lavenders, and whites with happy yellow centers. A cutting variety, also perfect for landscaping and container growing. Sow in place in spring or start plants indoors and grow for several weeks. Carefully set out after last frost. Requires full sun and rich soil. Removing spent blooms prolongs the blooming season. Sowing depth is 1/4 of an inch. So those are all in here. I'm going to get these guys in the grow room and be right back with the next one. Okay, next up, sown in this tray is Amaranth Golden Giant from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. White seeded giant type that yields up to 1 pound per plant. Surface sow seeds directly in the garden after danger of frost, barely covering. Requires full sun, tolerates heat and drought, but best with average moisture and fertility. 1/8 inch seed depth. Zinnia Queenie Lemon Peach, Baker Creek. 70 days, cheerful and hardy. The lemony 2 to 4 inch blooms with dark peach centers bloom prodigiously all summer long. Perfect for cut flowers. The blooms fade in lovely colors as they age. A 2022 All-American selection. Direct sow soon after last spring frost. Requires full sun, rich soil, and moderate moisture to attain perfection. Cut frequently or remove spent flowers for highest production. Seed depth is 1/4 of an inch. Zinnia Polar Bear, Baker Creek. Annual white dahlia type flowers, very large and magnificent, a must for bouquets. Direct sow soon after last spring frost, requires full sun, rich soil, and moderate moisture to attain perfection. Cut frequently or remove spent flowers for highest production. 1/4 inch depth. Sunflower Evening King, or Evening Sun. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I can't wait for this one. I tried to find somewhere to put this outside, but I just don't have anywhere right now. Annual, the 7-foot tall plants produce many burgundy, rust, bronze, bright yellow, crimson, and bicolored flowers. Gorgeous. Direct sow in spring or start indoors 2 to 3 weeks before last frost. Set out after last frost. Transplant carefully. Plants require full sun, rich soil, and moderate soil moisture. 1/2 inch seed depth. And more coreopsis. So that is this tray. I also wanted to take you with me to show you, don't mind my, it's gardening season. There's just always compost in my bucket, look. I've got to fix that. Tonight I've got to bring everything in because we're supposed to have storms tomorrow, so everything is going to have to get put away for a rainy day. So this is my table I have set up for my sun area, and so with all the seed starting that we're doing today, these guys got pushed out, and their last day, or their last hour of being outside today, is going to be their hour of sunshine. So a little sooner than what people would recommend, but it is what it is, and I needed the room. So they got pushed out. Their last hour today is out here in the sunshine, which it's a perfect day for it. And these guys all got bumped out to go outside for an hour in the shade. So we have peppers, eggplants, parsley, sage, let's see, Tweedia, stalks, African daisies, more peppers, more stalks, and bachelor button fireworks. And this is the reason why I know that you guys are questioning, why am I starting all of these seeds when it's after my last frost date? And I'll show you why in just a second. But there's bachelor buttons, there's echinacea and agastache, and then in here Gumfrina and, oh my goodness, my horse is ridiculous. I don't know if you can hear that. Tweedia. They're over there playing mare games. You can't see them from here. So look at those bachelor buttons. Sown the exact same time. Look at these bachelor buttons. Fireworks, same variety, sown the exact same time, exact same way. It's just that these are outside. So interestingly enough, that is why I'm starting my seeds inside. It's just more controlled. I get a bigger plant to go out, and I quit wasting space. I mean, all of these pots I have planted several times in seeds. And so now, like this one, I've got salpigliosis, snapdragon, lavender. So also dahlias, cactus flowered mix, and dahlias, cactus flowered mix. So that's my reasoning. Okay, here is what is coming up next. I try to keep you guys appraised of everything that's going in, so that at least you know that it is going in the garden and will be growing here, and you can come back and check on it whenever you want to. So next up is 15-year-old cave beans, black knight runner beans, Tigger melon, Catania watermelon, dragon tongue beans, royal golden watermelon, beans purple potted pole, choysum 50 days, sunflower double sun king, sunflower chocolate cherry, cucumber beet alpha, cinnamon basil, and this will probably, I'll start some of this, but also I will put some in my jar, mason jar atrium herb garden that I keep in the kitchen dining room area. Watermelon moon and stars, just a cool watermelon. I can't wait to see what it looks like. And golden crispy melon. So lots of interesting varieties going in. It looks like this whole stack is Baker Creek this time around of stuff going in. So that's exciting. And we will see how it goes. Looks like I need to be building some trellising here like yesterday. So we will see how that goes. Yet another day that didn't quite go as planned. Things are always very interesting around here, and I'm very thankful for the Facebook groups and the things that I have joined that gave me the ability to recognize a species of snake and not just like panic. And I was able to sit and watch, and you know, I did go ahead and post on the Facebook group, hey, I think I know what this is, but can you please identify it? And the professionals told me that I was right. And so that was really cool. It was like another moment of, okay, I got this. So it's just another facet of moving across the country to somewhere that you don't know, and you're completely out of your element. And it's a stark reminder sometimes, you know, whether it be the weather or the creatures that kind of slap you in the face and go, hey, you don't really know what you're doing. And that's okay. I love to learn. I love the challenge. Sorry. So lots of exciting things going in the ground. The garden is full force. I'm trying to work on it every single day. Reese's and vanilla are, I swear they're going to combust. Still no babies. And they're still enjoying their pasture. They don't get to enjoy pasture tomorrow and Thursday because it's going to be rainy and nasty outside. So, but they've been enjoying their pasture, and I'm enjoying the garden. The nice little sprinkles, it's actually sprinkling right now. The nice little sprinkles that we're getting, you know, here and there is just, it's great for the garden. And there's so many exciting things that I did not get to show you today, just because other things took up my time, but lots of exciting stuff. And I so appreciate you guys coming along with me every day and being here for me to talk to and share my life with you. It's a true blessing. So thank you for being here. I hope you had a beautiful day. Yours truly.